The tunnel didn't stay empty after the chamber sealed. A new sound rolled through the dark ahead of them, not steps, not dragging, not breath. A clicking, fast and uneven, like joints snapping into place. The woman stopped instantly. That's not one of ours. The clicking grew sharper, spreading across the walls like it was moving sideways instead of forward. The air temperature dropped, not gradually, violently, like something had displaced all the warmth at once. The woman pulled her back. Stay close. It hunts by pressure. A thin shape slid into view at the far end of the corridor. Tall, narrow, limbs too long, head tilted at an angle that didn't match its body. It didn't walk. It shifted, appearing closer each time the lights flickered. The woman's voice stayed low. Don't let it get behind you. If it does, you won't hear it move. The creature clicked again, louder, sharper, like it was testing the space around them. The walls vibrated in response. The woman's jaw tightened. It's mapping us. The creature shifted once more. Closer, too close. The woman grabbed her arm. Move, now. The clicking stopped, not because the creature froze, because it locked on. The woman pulled her sideways just as the air in front of them compressed, a sharp, invisible strike that hit the wall hard enough to crack concrete. It fires pressure. Don't stand still. The creature shifted again, not closer, not forward. It appeared at a new angle, limbs bent the wrong way, head rotating with a soft mechanical snap. The corridor lights flickered. The creature vanished. The woman shoved her down. A blast of compressed air tore through the space where her chest had been, slicing a clean line across the opposite wall. Its testing range. The clicking returned, faster now, circling him, bouncing off the walls in patterns that didn't match its position. The woman's voice dropped. It's splitting its sound. Don't trust what you hear. The creature reappeared behind them, limbs unfolding like blades. The woman didn't hesitate. Move, now. The creature didn't shift this time. It snapped into a new position, one frame to the next, like the space between movements didn't exist for it. The woman dragged her behind a support beam just as another pressure blast tore through the corridor, carving a clean line through steel. It's locking angles. Don't give it a straight line. The clicking multiplied, not echoes, not reflections. Copies. The sound split into 3 distinct directions at once. The woman's jaw tightened. It's projecting false positions. Keep your eyes on the floor, not the walls. A shadow flickered across the ground, long, jointed, too many bends. The creature was above them now, clinging to the ceiling with limbs that moved like separate machines. It rotated its head a full half-turn. The clicking stopped. The woman shoved her sideways. Down. A pressure strike hit the beam, slicing it clean in half. Metal screamed as it fell. The creature dropped with it, silent, precise, landing inches from where they'd been standing. The woman didn't wait. Run. It has the angle it wants. They ran, but the corridor didn't stay the same shape. The walls shifted inward, not closing, aligning, like the space was adjusting itself to give the creature a cleaner shot. The woman grabbed her arm and pulled her sharply left. It's forcing a straight line. Don't let it. The creature snapped into view ahead of them, not moving, just appearing, limbs locked at impossible angles. Its head rotated until it faced them without turning its body. The clicking stopped. The air tightened. The woman shoved her behind a broken pipe. Cover your chest. It aimed center mass. A pressure blast fired, silent, instant, slicing through the pipe and blowing a perfect circular hole through the opposite wall. The creature shifted again, closer. The corridor lights flickered, and the walls straightened, removing every obstruction between them and the creature. The woman's voice dropped. It's cleaning the shot. The creature raised one long arm, joints snapping into alignment. The woman didn't wait. Move, now. They sprinted as another pressure strike tore through the space they'd just left, the floor cracking open in a straight, perfect line. The creature clicked once. The corridor responded, walls tightening, ceiling lowering, floor smoothing. The woman's jaw clenched. It's rewriting the path. The corridor didn't just narrow. It snapped into a straight line, every bend, every obstruction, every broken beam pulled tight like the space had been rewritten in a single breath. The creature clicked once. The walls responded, flattening into perfect planes. The woman grabbed her arm and pulled her into a side alcove before the corridor finished aligning. Don't let it get a corridor this clean. It only needs one shot. The creature shifted again, not forward, not closer. It appeared at the far end of the newly straightened hall, limbs locked into a firing stance. The air tightened. The woman shoved her deeper into the alcove. Stay low. It's calibrating. A pressure blast fired, silent, instant, carving a perfect tunnel through the air and punching a hole through 3 walls in a row. The creature clicked again. The corridor corrected, removing the alcove entirely, flattening the wall behind them until there was nowhere left to hide. The woman didn't hesitate. Move. It's a raising cover. They sprinted as the walls smoothed behind them, the creature shifting closer with every flicker of the lights. The clicking multiplied. The corridor straightened again. The woman's voice dropped. It's building the shot it wants. The creature didn't chase. It didn't shift. It simply appeared at the next point they would have reached, like it had already calculated their path and moved ahead of them. The woman stopped instantly. It's predicting movement. Don't run straight. The creature clicked once. The corridor responded, the floor smoothing, the walls tightening, the ceiling lowering just enough to force them into a single file line. The woman pulled her back. It's forcing a pattern. Break it. The creature snapped into a new position, limbs folding inward, head rotating until it faced them from an angle that shouldn't exist. A pressure blast fired, not at him, but at the floor ahead, sealing the route they would have taken if they'd kept running. The woman didn't blink. It's firing at your next decision, not your current one. The clicking multiplied again, 3 distinct rhythms, each one marking a different predicted path. The corridor shifted with each click. Left path closed, right path narrowed, center path straightened. The creature appeared at the end of the center path. The woman's voice dropped. It's not hunting us. A beat. It's solving us. She grabbed her arm and yanked her toward the one place the creature hadn't predicted yet, a broken maintenance hatch half hidden behind a collapsed pipe. Down. Now. They dropped just as a pressure blast tore through the space above them, carving a perfect line through the air where their heads had been. The maintenance hatch dropped them into a narrow service crawl, metal grating vibrating under their hands. The creature didn't follow immediately. It paused above the opening, clicking once, sharp and deliberate. The woman froze. It's updating. The clicking changed pitch, higher, faster, like it was rewriting its own patterns. The metal around the hatch bent inward, not from force, but from pressure shaping itself to match their escape route. The woman pulled her forward. Move. It's learning the crawl space. They pushed deeper into the tunnel, but the metal ahead of them flexed, narrowing before they reached it. The creature wasn't predicting anymore. It was adapting to their choices, reshaping the path in real time. A new sound hit the crawl space, not clicking, not pressure. A low, grinding hum, like machinery waking up. The woman's voice dropped. It's activating a secondary mode. The metal behind them buckled inward, sealing the hatch they'd come through. The hum grew louder. The creature wasn't just following. It was changing. The woman grabbed her arm. Faster, before it finishes the update. The crawl space tightened behind them, metal folding inward like a throat closing. The hum cut off. Silence hit the tunnel so hard it felt physical. Then the creature matched their last movement. Not the shape, the timing. The exact rhythm of their crawl. Every shift of weight, every breath. The woman froze. It's mirroring. Don't repeat anything. The creature clicked once, and the metal ahead of them bent into the same angle she'd just used to brace herself. It wasn't copying her posture. It was copying her intent. The woman pulled her forward sharply. Change pace. Now. They moved, but the creature shifted in perfect sync, not behind them, not ahead, but parallel, matching each motion with mechanical precision. The tunnel vibrated. The creature clicked again. The metal beside them warped, forming a perfect mirrored channel, a twin crawl space, running alongside theirs, every bend and angle identical. The woman's voice dropped to a razor edge. It's building a parallel path. If it completes it, it'll intercept. The mirrored tunnel snapped closer. The creature moved with them. Perfectly. The woman grabbed her arm. Break the rhythm. Don't let it finish the copy. The mirrored crawl space didn't stay parallel. It pressed inward, metal grinding as the creature's channel tried to merge with theirs, not to follow, but to force alignment. The woman slammed her hand against the wall. Don't let it sink. If it sinks, it'll control your next move. The creature clicked once. Her arm jerked, not from impact, but from pressure, a sharp pull that tried to drag her into the mirrored tunnel. The woman grabbed her wrist and yanked her back. It's overriding. Fight it. The metal floor rippled under them, matching the exact angle of her last shift. The creature wasn't copying anymore. It was rewriting her movement into the environment, forcing her body to follow the path it wanted. The woman's voice dropped to a hard edge. Break the pattern. Now. She twisted sharply, but the tunnel twisted with her, a perfect mirrored motion, bending the metal into the same shape, trying to lock her into a loop. The creature clicked again. The mirrored tunnel snapped closer, inches away, its walls vibrating with the same rhythm as her heartbeat. The woman pulled her forward. It's sinking to your pulse. If it finishes, it'll move you before you move yourself. The metal beside them bulged inward. The creature's arm punched through the mirrored wall, long, jointed, reaching for her with mechanical precision. The woman didn't hesitate. Down. Now. They dropped as the arm sliced through the space where her spine had been. The creature's arm didn't withdraw after the strike. It flattened, joints locking into a rigid plane, and the pressure around her spine tightened like an invisible hand closing. Her muscles jerked, not from fear, not from instinct. From external force. The woman grabbed her shoulder and slammed her against the tunnel wall. Fight it. It's trying to take your motor control. The creature clicked once. Her right leg moved without her permission, a clean, precise step toward the mirrored tunnel. The woman yanked her back. Don't let it map your gait. The metal floor rippled under her foot, matching the exact angle of the involuntary step. The creature wasn't copying anymore. It was writing its movement into her body. Another click. Her fingers curled against the metal, gripping hard, even though she wasn't trying to hold anything. The woman forced her hand open. It's overriding your fine motor. If it gets your arms, it'll drag you into its channel. The mirrored tunnel pulsed, a low vibration that synced with her heartbeat. Her chest tightened. Her breath stuttered. Not panic. Interference. The creature shifted closer, its head rotating until it aligned perfectly with her posture. The woman's voice dropped to a razor whisper. It's syncing your nervous system. Her left arm twitched toward the creature. The woman didn't hesitate. She slammed her palm against the side of the tunnel. Break the signal. Now. The metal buckled under the impact, the vibration snapping her arm back under her own control, for the moment. The creature clicked again. Harder. Closer. The override wasn't stopping. It was accelerating. The creature didn't wait for her to recover. It clicked again, a sharp, surgical sound, and the mirrored tunnel flattened, pressing closer until the metal vibrated with the same rhythm as her pulse. Her arm jerked upward. Not a twitch, not interference, a command. The woman slammed her back against the wall. Don't let it take a limb. If it gets one, it'll take the rest. The creature shifted, not toward them, but into a posture that matched her exact stance, down to the angle of her shoulder. Its joints locked, its head tilted. It wasn't mirroring anymore, it was replacing. Her left leg moved again, clean and precise, stepping toward the mirrored tunnel even though she was fighting it with everything she had. The woman grabbed her waist and yanked her back. It's writing its movement into your nervous system. Don't let it finish the sequence. The creature clicked twice, fast, overlapping, and the metal floor beneath her foot reformed, shaping itself into the exact angle of the step she hadn't chosen. Her spine tightened, her breath hitched, her fingers curled again, this time into a perfect grip she didn't initiate. The woman's voice dropped to a hard whisper. It's overriding your motor map. If it completes the pattern, it'll move you like a limb. The mirrored tunnel pulsed, a deep, mechanical thrum, and her entire right side jerked forward, pulled by a force that felt like her own muscles betraying her. The woman didn't hesitate. She slammed her hand against the wall again, harder this time. Break the pattern. The metal buckled. The override snapped for a second. Just a second. The creature clicked again. Closer. The replacement wasn't slowing. It was taking hold. The creature clicked again, a low, deliberate sound, and the mirrored tunnel didn't just pulse this time. It aligned with her spine. Her back arched without her permission, a clean mechanical motion that didn't belong to her body. Not pain, not fear, a command. The woman grabbed her shoulders and forced her flat against the metal. Don't let it map your axis. If it gets your center line, it'll run you like a corridor. The creature shifted, not closer, not forward. It rotated its entire frame until its posture matched hers exactly, down to the angle of her ribs. The mirrored tunnel responded instantly, bending into the same curve. Her breath caught, not from panic, but because the air in her lungs moved in a rhythm that wasn't hers. The woman's voice dropped to a hard whisper. It's trying to overwrite your presence. Fight it. Her right hand lifted again, smooth, precise, reaching toward the mirrored tunnel like she was being pulled by her own shadow. The woman slammed her hand back down. Don't let it finish the alignment. The creature clicked twice, sharp, overlapping, and the metal beneath her shifted, matching the exact angle of her pinned arm. Her chest tightened, her pulse stuttered, her body leaned forward without her choosing to move. The woman yanked her back. It's turning you into its path. The mirrored tunnel vibrated, syncing with her heartbeat again, faster this time, more exact. The creature's head rotated until its gaze aligned perfectly with hers. The override wasn't just taking hold, it was claiming the route. The creature clicked again, a low, resonant pulse that vibrated straight through the metal and into her ribs. Her spine tightened, not from fear, from alignment. The woman grabbed her jaw and forced her head to the side. Don't let it line up your sight. If it gets your eyes, it'll root through you. The mirrored tunnel pulsed in perfect sync with her heartbeat. Her vision flickered, not dark, not blurry. Shed. For a split second, she saw the tunnel from the creature's angle, not her own. The woman snapped her fingers in front of her face. Stay here, stay in your own view. The creature shifted, not closer, not forward. It rotated its entire frame until its posture matched hers exactly, down to the tilt of her head the woman had just forced. The mirrored tunnel responded instantly, bending into the same angle. Her chest tightened, her breath hitched, her body leaned forward again, not from override, but because the creature was trying to move through her, using her alignment as a doorway. The woman slammed her back against the wall. Don't let it complete the conduit. If it does, it'll use your body as the path. The creature clicked twice, sharp, overlapping, and the metal beneath her feet reformed, shaping itself into the exact stance she was fighting to hold. Her pulse synced with the tunnel again. Her vision flickered a second time, longer now, clearer. The woman's voice dropped to a razor whisper. It's trying to inhabit your movement. Break the link. The creature's arm extended toward her, not to grab, not to strike. To connect, the woman didn't hesitate. She slammed her palm against the wall. Now, the metal buckled. The conduit snapped, but only for a moment. The creature clicked again. Closer. The connection wasn't broken. It was hungry. The creature didn't retreat after the conduit snapped. It clicked again, deeper this time, a low mechanical pulse that rolled through the crawl space like a command meant for the metal itself. The mirrored tunnel responded instantly, its walls tightening, its surface smoothing until it looked less like a passage and more like a track. Her spine stiffened, her breath hitched, her right arm lifted again, not in a twitch, but in a clean, deliberate motion that didn't belong to her. The woman grabbed her wrist and forced it down. Don't let it finish the route. If it does, it'll move you like a piece of machinery. The creature shifted, not closer, not forward. It rotated its entire frame until its posture matched hers exactly, down to the angle of her ribs and the tension in her jaw. The mirrored tunnel pulsed in sync, bending into the same shape. Her vision flickered, a brief, sharp overlap where she saw the tunnel from the creature's angle again. Longer this time, clearer, the woman snapped her fingers in front of her face. Stay here, stay in your own view. But the creature clicked twice, sharp, overlapping, and her left leg moved without her permission, sliding forward into the exact stance the mirrored tunnel had formed. The woman yanked her back. Break the pattern. The metal beneath her feet rippled, matching the angle of the step she hadn't chosen. The tunnel vibrated harder, syncing with her pulse until her heartbeat felt like it belonged to the corridor instead of her chest. The creature extended one long arm, not to strike, not to grab, but to connect, its joints unfolding like a key aligning with a lock. The woman slammed her palm against the wall again, harder than before. The metal buckled, the override snapped, but the creature didn't pause. It clicked again, a sharp, hungry sound, and the mirrored tunnel surged forward, closing the distance between them. The woman's voice dropped to a razor whisper. It's not trying to control you anymore. A beat, it's trying to move through you.